then you're bound to fail. If you're going into any business and you don't know it, you're already setting yourself up for failure. You need to know what you're going into. So similarly, when you invest in the stocks, you have to know how much really your budget is. What can you stomach to really lose? And understand that. Understand where the balance lays. Where's your equilibrium? Where do you start to make money and where do you start to lose money? And where do you remain steady? Where are you just breaking even, in other words? So you should probably talk to your parents, Cyrus, about bills, budgets. They'll probably tell them, like, don't worry about this thing now. But one day, that's it. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you? Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. How's everything? Alhamdulillah. Good. How's your family doing? Good? Everybody's good. Jazakallahu khairan. Barakallahu feek. How are these two boys doing? Alhamdulillah, they're learning about stocks. So they can make money. Yeah, good salary, good living. Yes. So yeah, but that's the thing. So the first year is over now. And, you wonder exactly what happened. The year went by so fast. So if you understand the budget and you understand the different ways to remain a student of the industry, your mother likes that. If you can learn how to remain in the industry, that's the important thing, then you'll be fine. It's longevity, number one. Number two, you're a student. You're not going in there like you know everything, like you have so much information, like you want to shock the stock market. Man, I'm going to make so much money right away. I'm going to be on the news now. You're going as a student. You're going to go and just practically learn. Grind, learn, you're going to do research. You're going to do different scenarios. You're going to do surveys, You're going to write essays about what you've learned. You're going to come up with different systems on the basic numerical movements, You're going to come up with all different type of things that really, at the end of the day, they'll be worth a whole lot more, than the money itself. It's pure knowledge. So, and then you have to make dua. Remember to make dua, to Allah, because, He opens up the minds where and how He wills, Giving the zakah is important. That's why your parents are teaching you that. Like when you go to the Jummah and they give you money to put in a box. They're trying to teach you the importance of sadaqah because that really protects your income. It purifies it. It does a lot of good things, the zakah. And, like all these things, they actually complement each other because the Prophet ﷺ, he was a tradesman. Don't forget that. He was a tradesman. He wasn't, he did not know how to read or write, but he did his trade on the basis of trust. You must have trust in your ability that Allah has entrusted you with. And that's why the connection to Allah is that important, that you establish your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and try not to, exchange it for anything or anyone. Right? But He'll guide you through any process. That's why they tell you. That's why your parents already, they try to tell you, as long as you learn the Quran, you're going to be able to be, as long as you're a good Muslim, as long as you're a good Muslim, you're going to be good at anything. Be a good Muslim, you're going to be good at anything. So likewise, if you're a good Muslim, but most importantly, you're one who protects, one who is guarding the relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you're going to be good at anything. So whether it's the stock market, whether it's an engineer, whether it's a doctor, whether it's a lawyer, it doesn't matter. But remember, the best that you can be is you're a good Muslim. Yeah, that's the best you can be. If you're a good Muslim, then you can be you're good at anything that you put your mind to do. Just remember that. But like I said, the stock market crashed on the 13th of March. I'll never forget that. I woke up and I looked at the screen and everything was practically at half, 50% out. And I said, wow, it's true what they said. All those people who tried to talk me out of it were right. I fell in the same predicament that all those people that they say, all those people. So I looked at that time. I looked into. Said, wait a minute. I mean, we knew we were going to lose something going in, so that's nothing new. The stock market has also crashed. That's nothing new. But we're in it for long haul. We're in it, and then courage. Courage. You have to have courage. So then uh, the thought came to mind that you have asset. Stocks are assets. So what you gonna do to get, a better size of stocks, you understand? So then I said it's time to sell some and keep some, and then buy some more. You understand? So then you have to come up with a decision. What are you going to sell? What are you going to keep? And what are you going to buy? So there's always more than two possibilities. You have to understand that. Again, even if you talk about gaining and losing, you have gaining, you have losing, you have break even. You did not gain, you did not lose, right? So likewise there. So when that came about, I started putting that and I said, oh, I'm making a little bit, I'm regaining, I'm recouping some of my losses. MashaAllah, right? So then that proceeded on, and then I had to apply time mechanism. When am I going to buy? When am I going to sell? When am I going to keep? When am I going to service? When am I going to liquidate? And so it went to like every other month, and then it went to every month, and then we went to every 2 weeks, and then but then we try to experiment with like crypto and like more forex also. Tried it out with forex too, but it was easiest and most relaxing to do with the stocks, the long-term stocks, the ETFs, these type of things, dividends and whatnot. But the fundamentals, they have to, especially like patience. You need to have a lot of patience. Kids these days don't have any patience, right, Cyrus? Okay. Okay. So the fundamentals, particularly, I thought you guys were doing like, well, I guess you.
It's not. It's not.
Okay. All right. Well, I know the time. Of course, you don't want to remind your dad, but that's cool too. Can you all just make sure you just stay and just have a seat or something like that while we're making sure that because everybody's traveling, right?
Huh? Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think 3 extra minutes would hurt here. But anyway, this is again stocks for kids, right? So we did the forex, but like I said, it didn't work that well out. The fundamentals, yeah, the budgeting is important. The economy, knowing how and what the economy is affecting. It was affecting the COVID at one time. The COVID was affecting the legislation and what was taking place with the elections. That was affecting. Understand whatever is being reported on the news, what part of that is affecting the actual industry that you're involved in, or the one that you're interested in going into. and you know, having the ability to rationalize your finances. Okay, and I think that suffices us at this point. Because, you know, the patience you'll get from having, you know, a good relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, being a good Muslim, you need to have good patience. And balance comes along with that too, you know, and humility and these things mentioned before. It's, you know, because money actually does come with a number of foes too. Money comes with its own perks too. Not everything about money is good. I'm going to tell you that right now. Just like not everything about shaitan is bad. Do you know that? Not everything about Iblis is bad. Do you know that? You don't know that? Okay, so I'm going to have to tell you, we're going to have to switch the topic. Not everything about Iblis is bad. What part is not bad? The part that is not bad is the one before he rebelled against Allah. That's the part that is not bad about Iblis. Do you understand that? Before he rebelled against Allah, he was good. You understand that? And so Allah Ta'ala entrusted him to go take care of missions for him. Do you know that? You don't know that? Okay.
I wasn't told these stories.
Okay, so there actually, even till today, you have a lot of jinn. Because you know shaitan is jinn. He's not human, he's not malaika. Right? Shaitan is jinn. There are a lot of jinns who every day when they wake up, they curse shaitan for disobeying Allah. Every single day, disobeying Allah. So that part is good, right? We need shaitan to be cursed a whole lot more so that he can stop coming closer and closer to us. You understand? But there's actually, like the khutbah yesterday, the angels, for example. You know how many like tasks angels have? Do you know?
They have to take care of everything.
Yeah, well, what is everything? Do you know how many tasks they actually have? Okay, and do you know what type of laws they go by? So yeah, that's important. Okay, you need to know that. So the angels, you said everything, which is true, all right? But if you think about like the detail, the task, it's really a lot of tasks, but it's certain specific ones, you know, and that you can practically understand. Like they're sitting, you know, on our shoulders and they're writing down, right? Do you know how many times they rotate this task with other angels? Do you know how many times that happens? Because it's not the same angels. You do know that. It's not the same angels. You do understand that, right?
They rotate.
They rotate and they take up the deeds, you know, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They present it and then, you understand, they replace. You understand that? Okay. And then do you understand that the Quran that you're reciting, they're responsible for writing down your deeds for each letter that you recite. Do you know that? Yeah. Each one that you recite. Angels, they come just to clap their wings when you're reciting Quran. Do you know that? Okay. Okay, don't worry. We'll have to continue this one, inshallah, on another.
Next one.
Yeah. Of course, after the return from the United Nations. Well, New York is where the United Nations is, but we're actually gonna go across the world because Malcolm X, he did a similar thing where he got a lot of countries to support him at the United Nations. So we're continuing the effort, inshallah. Wassalam.